Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've got a project today, well, this past month actually, so I want to take you back to January 12th. Today is February 2nd. I want to take you back and show you this little project I started, and then we'll show the updates. Hey, welcome back to the channel everybody. I'm out here in the greenhouse and I'm getting ready to start a little experiment that just because I do experiments, that's what I like to do. That way you can see what works and everything. Anyhow, so what today's video is, I'm going to try a fig cutting in perlite. So I've never done that before. In fact, I don't know if I've seen anybody out there doing it before. So anyhow, I'm going to try that, do it inside. I've not had success doing figs inside. I have pretty good success doing them out in my propagation frame, but you always like to try new things. So anyhow, what I got is a soda bottle, pop bottle. I've already taken and cut one of them, and you can see I cut it just at the point where it's curving there, right up here. Okay, so now this one I'm going to cut down below that curve, basically right where the plastic is, and then I'll get rid of the plastic. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so what we have is two different sizes because we allowed this to curl in there, and so this can fit inside of that. It takes a minute to get it settled in. It's not like the perfect thing. Yeah, get that in there, and then you have nice sealed tight humidity dome. Okay, so you got the bottom with the wider and then the top. That way if it does create humidity, that drips inside. If you did it this way, it would like go on the outside of the thing. So do it that way. Now what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go and get my perlite. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab some perlite. Now this stuff is so stinking dry. I mean really dry. Go ahead and woo! They say don't breathe that stuff, and I see why, because it's floating everywhere. Anyhow, I keep my lid on this so I don't drop stuff in this. Kind of keeps it protected. So now I've got some perlite. I'm going to go ahead and get that wet. Also, I am going to drill a couple holes in the bottom here, so that there can be drainage, and then I'll have a little tray sitting under it so that it can drain out. But first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and get some water in this, let it be soaking. Okay. You see, I got that in there, got that pretty wet, and perlite will allow for that to drain. In fact, you can see in the bottom, that's just like almost causing it to float. So that's okay. I'm going to drill holes after a bit and allow that stuff to drain. I'm just going to let that soak in the water for now. Okay, so I'm back out here where I have my figs on these pallets here, and I've already done the brown turkey and the Celeste varieties, but I've got a few different varieties that I can get. I got a couple LSU Tigers, LSU Champagne, LSU Purple. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this LSU Champagne, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just take that whole thing because I want it to branch out. So let's find a good place. I think I'm just going to go right there. All right, so let's take that back into the greenhouse and cut that up. Okay, so I got this cutting. It's probably just a little over 2 feet. I want to go up to here for this first cutting. That's a good almost 9 inches. Set that over there. And you know what you know how I do my things, where I just, for the bottom, I go just underneath a node. So let's go up here. Yeah, I'm gonna go right up underneath this node here. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see better. Cut that at a 47-degree angle right below a node. So I've got that one ready, and then you know what? Yeah, it worked out. This is a little bit long. It's actually pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, they're all within an inch of each other, so that's good. All right, so let's go with that. Got three cuttings. Okay, so what I like to do is within like a quarter of an inch of that node. What I like to do is just take and kind of scrape down to the cadmium layer. Kind of opens it up and allows it to start rooting a little faster. All right, so there we go. Okay, so for the next thing, I use rooting hormone. Now I have Hormone 3 is what I have here, and I already have it poured out in this little container so that I don't contaminate the whole thing. But I try to get it all. Let me just kind of, you can't show you anyhow. See there, kind of knock it off a little bit and lay that aside. I try to do it where you can see it. So what I like to do is try to get, of course, the bottom part, but then I try to get it up where to some of the part where I cut down to the cambium layer. So I try to get all the way up there as much as possible, knock that off. So there we got our rooting hormone on all those three of those. Now let's go ahead and get these things stuck in the container here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick them, and I'm going to kind of, well, let's see, I'm going to stick at least two. Whoa, that went down like a lot there. Kind of feel like I need to pack it in around there because it's like floating, or it's like they're moving and stuff. All right. So that's all there is to it right there. We go ahead and put this here, and I'm going to line the strip of glue up with the other one on there, and then that way I'll hide that in the back so it don't look funky. Boom. Humidity dome right there. So now I'm going to drill holes in the bottom of this just to let that water drain. You don't want soggy feet on these things. You want the humidity to build up on the top there, and I'll show you here in just a few minutes how the humidity will build up. We'll take it inside. I'm going to drill the holes out here, and then I'll take it inside and we'll show you that. Okay, this is 13 days later. It's January 25th. You can see I did this little experiment, started it on the 12th, so it's 13 days, and I just wanted to take and show you, because this is the first time I've actually really looked to see if I had any signs of roots or anything. But man, you can see all kinds of budding out and come. You know what? Okay, you see that right there? We've got a root coming off from that node that's up above. The humidity level is just so good in there and look down there at the ground level. Got a root reaching out there. So, and this is just in perlite, and just you can see the buds are doing really good. Now the only thing I did differently is I did go ahead and put water down in the bottom so that it could soak up, because I just kept, when I would lift it up, I felt it was so dry and light, and I was afraid they were going to dry out. But yeah, look at that root reaching out there right at ground level, and this one just freaks me out. It's way up above level, and it's gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Just let it do what it's gonna do and see what happens. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can, let's see, that one there's got roots coming out and a bud. 3 roots right on that side there. Wow, so that's pretty cool little happening. I don't know, let me move this out of the way here. Yeah, so you can see better now with that lid off of there. But let's look down in there here. Down there at the very bottom, at the ground level there, you can see I got a couple of roots taken off there. But yet I've also got 3 roots up coming off of that node, which is awkward. I don't know. We don't need roots coming from there. But anyhow, the buds are doing good. Let me go to the top of this one. Look at the bud up there. Whoops. Get the buds on that one. Doing really good. All the way down. Not seeing any roots on that one. Let's stay on this tall one. See if I can see anything. I mean, the buds are just looking great. So anyhow, let me go on down, see if I can see anything. Which that's normal to not see anything. So that's, but yeah, then this one here, got that root right there, and then of course the bud coming out there. They're looking really good after 13 days. I'm just really surprised to see them roots come out into the, just out into midair. So anyhow, that's what it looks like right now. So we'll check back when something else. Now I looked all around on the outside. Of course, it's going to be hard to see roots in that perlite with white roots. But anyhow, we'll just keep checking back, see what we get. Okay, today's update. Today is January 29th. We put these cuttings in here on the January 12th, so it's been what's that, about 17 days or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and pull off the humidity dome. I just want to leave it on there so you can see the humidity is building up, but I also did feel the need to add water for it to absorb. It was just so light in there. Okay, so you can kind of see, now this is just weird to me, but anyhow, take a look at them roots right there, that they are growing out of the side, but down at the bottom node, level with the ground, they are also growing out pretty good. In fact, that one there is wrapping around the edge of the cup. Now there's also a node buried under the ground, which we can't see, and we can't see any roots yet. I've looked and I didn't see any roots yet. Anyhow, we're going to keep looking, going to keep an eye on that. But then this one over here, we got the same situation where we got a root growing out the side, but look at that, leaves coming out. So it's budding out really good. There we can see a little bit better. But those tips are usually the first thing that dry out on me, and I'm pretty happy that that looks pretty good still. So those are looking pretty good. Let's see down in here. I'm trying to, it's hard to see through all the moisture and condensation, but you can see we got roots growing out the sides. Got stuff leafing out, branching out, but nothing coming out the side of the thing yet. But we see roots, so we know we're doing good. If it's rooting up there, I believe it's going to be rooting down there as well. So we'll check back in well, as soon as we see roots, we'll check back. Looking pretty good there. And I don't have these under light. I just have them in front of this window here. I've got lights down here, and then I've got those red ones over there on that rack. But I just have this sitting up on the rack, shoved back close to the window so that it gets daylight. So we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, so another quick update. Just after I shut the camera off, I decided I'm going to take and cover up some of those roots down there. So I went out and got some perlite, put it in this cup, soaked it in water, and I just now drained off the water. And I'm going to take and try to cover up those roots that are down below. I'm trying to do it looking through the camera, so hopefully I'm not, ooh, I'm hitting that one up there. Okay, so now let me go and maybe I can take this here and kind of spread them around a little bit. I'm not going all the way up to where I'm getting that root. I just wanted to cover up those other roots down below. So Anyhow, just wanted to show you that. Okay, so here it is. It is February 2nd now, today. And I'm going to take this humidity. You can see I got good humidity up in there, and I still am adding water every now and then to so that I can absorb. This is my first time ever really doing an experiment with just perlite, and it just felt like it was so dry. So that's the reason I did that. I may be wrong in what I'm doing there, and you guys do your whatever you feel right. But let me take this dome off of here. Okay, as I did that, a leaf fell off. I knocked a leaf off down there. I don't know if you can see it right there, kind of in the middle. And then last night when I was messing with it, that leaf there fell off. So I gotta be more careful. Okay, so let's just take a look. I'm got this here to kind of make it to where I can focus better. Maybe, yeah. So that looks pretty good. So the tip is still not dried out on that one. Got good growth coming through there. So that's pretty cool. So, but let's take a look down, further down. Okay, so you can see those roots that had grown out of the side up in the air have kind of just faded out. I guess they call that air pruning. So they have done their natural thing and just kind of adjusted decided to go with their roots down below instead. Yeah, right there underneath that leaf you see that root that had come, that I kind of covered up. You can see at the base of that one on the right, got roots coming down a couple places there, and over here it is on the edge, growing really good. But we've got good growing on all three of them. Oops, let me kind of block that back there. Got good growing going on all three of them back there. All the way up, all the way down, everything's really healthy. So I'm really encouraged by this, because I've not had good success with fig cuttings inside. I think I might have mentioned that I have really good luck with them outside in my propagation frame, which you'll have to check out some of my propagation frame videos to check that out. But so yeah, this is man, it's been what, 3 weeks, and I've got this much success. I'm pretty, I think I might have had a new way of doing my figs inside. So pretty excited about that. So yeah, that is the update. Let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, do you has any of you ever tried a project where you grew something just in perlite like that, or started a cutting in just perlite? I don't think I've ever started anything just in perlite. So this is all new to me, and my concern now is the transition. Potting it up into, potting soil. So, we'll see how that goes, and I'm thinking it's going to go good, but we'll obviously leave these in here for quite some time, and then so we'll have to do another video to show you the updates on that. So make sure you subscribe and follow along for all of that. So anyhow, that is it. Make sure you get out there, get your thumbs brown, get your hands dirty, propagate something, have some fun playing in the dirt. And I thank you for hanging out with me, and I will catch you on the south side. God bless.